This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
What is the difference between cat and touch? Can anyone tell?
Uh,
Yes, sure, Prashad, tell.
yeah, in touch while creating the files, we cannot place any data in by using cat we can add data also.
Exactly. Using cat, we can create a file. We can check content of a file. We can add new lines to old files, but we cannot edit the content of a file. Using touch, we can create only empty files, a file with 0 bytes. We can create single file, we can create multiple files, and we can define the range of file, but the file with 0 bytes. Now, how to check whether the files and directories are already there? How to check that information?
LS or LL.
Yes. What is the difference between ls and ll?
For long list,
L,
we'll use LL.
yeah. ls means it will show only names of files and directories. Black means file, blue means directory. ll means long list, complete information of files and directories. 1 means file, 2 means empty directory, 3 means directory with content. Now, so using cat, you want to create a file. Tell me how to create a file using cat command.
Cat
How
file.
many no, how many completed basic commands practicals? How many started? Anyone started practicals basic commands? You all received notepad, right, in your
Yes,
telegram group?
yes, started, ma'am.
Started. Creation of files and directories are started.
Yeah, started, ma'am.
Okay. Then I want to create a file. Tell me how to create a file using cat command.
Cat greater than file name.
Greater than space file name. File name can be anything. To save and exit,
Control plus D.
Control D. To clear the screen,
Control L.
Control L. To check the list of files and directories, ls. So to check the content of M1 file, cat space M1. Now, if you want to add content into M1 file,
cat double greater than file name.
but it will not should display the previous content because using cat command we can only append the data. Appending means adding new lines to old file. Control D, cat space M1. Now assume I created a file, not assuming, I'm creating a file. Cat space F1, F2. I created two files. Now ls F1 and F2 files are there, but they are empty files, as you know. They are empty files. Now I want to add content into F1 file. Tell me how to add content into F1 file.
Cat double greater than and the file name.
Exactly. So the files which are created using touch command, if you want to add any content into the file means we can use cat double greater than command. Done. Now we have another method to create a file. We have another method, that is vi editor. Using vi editor we can create a file. We can check content of a file. We can add new lines to old file, and we can edit the content of a file, which is not possible with cat and touch. I'm repeating, using vi editor. Using vi editor, we can create a file, new file. We can check content of a old file. We can add new lines to old file, which is possible with cat command. These all are possible with cat command. Also, we can edit the content of a file. We can modify the content of a file, which is not possible with cat command. So in VI, we have two types, VI, VIM. Starting they released VI. After few versions, they modified and they released as VIM. At present, we have VI command, VIM command. To create a file, both are available. Okay, so using vi and vim we can check content of we can create a file, we can check content of a file, we can add new lines to old file, and we can modify the content of a file. Okay, and what's the difference between vi and vim? I will explain later. Starting they released vi, they modified and they released as vim with some extra features. What are the extra features are there vim? I will explain that also. And in VI and VIM, there are three modes. There are three modes in VI and VIM. Command mode, insert mode, extended mode. There are three modes. Command mode is used to move cursor position. It is only to move. When you open your file using VI or VIM, the first mode is command mode. Using command mode, we can move the cursor position in a file. Next is insert mode. Once you enter into insert mode, you can insert the data. To write the data, we need to enter into insert mode. And third is extended mode. Extended mode is used to execute the file, to save files, to save and quit the file, to assign numbers, to remove numbers. We use extended mode. I'm repeating. In editor is VI editor is used to edit the file. So editors are two types, VI, VIM. Using VI and VIM, we can create a file, we can check content of a file, we can add new lines to old file, and we can modify content of a file. Okay, in editors, means in VI and VIM, there are three modes, command mode, insert mode, and extended mode. Command mode is used to move cursor position. Insert mode is used to insert the data, and extended mode is used to execute the files. Actually, these all I already explained, but notes not given to you. Who invented Unix? Who invented Linux? This type of questions for freshers they are giving. Yesterday also one of my students got these questions. That is the reason I just remembered and I'm giving the notes for you. On the day, just explain, not given any notes. So that's why I'm giving the notes today because again I'll forgot. In Windows we call MS Office, here we call Open Office. And basic commands is notes with you. So now what we are discussing is about VI editor. In real time, we use VI editor only. For scripting also we use VI editor only. If you give capital I means, then it will insert mode will start from beginning of a line. I means capital I, right? How to give the capital I means shift I. If you press shift I, it will take you to beginning of the line. So this I'll show you practically. At the time you'll understand what is this shift I, shift A, this all. So using VI editor, we can create a file, we can check content of a file, we can add new lines to old files, and we can modify the content of a file. We can edit the content of a file using VI and VIM. So for example, VI space file name M2. Here if you see here, M2 new file it is showing. Now, if I type something, it will not accept my characters because we are in command mode. Press I to enter into insert mode. Press I, small I. Here you can write the data. Using VI, we can create a file. I created a file. Escape, shift colon WQ. Escape, shift colon is used to enter into extended mode. Enter. Now, VI space M2. We are able to see content of this file. Using VI, we can create a file. I created the file. We can check content of a file. We are able to see the content of a file. We can add new lines to old files. I will add. I added some content. Okay, escape, shift colon WQ. Again, VA space M2. Now, if you want to modify the content, something, I added the content. I want to remove this. You can edit the content. Escape, shift colon WQ. So we can create a file. I showed you how to create a file. We can check content of a file. I showed you how to check the content of a file. We can add new lines to old file. I showed that, and we can also edit the content of a file. Even I showed that using VI. Same thing we can do with VIM also. I will show VIM space M3. Now here if you see M3 new file is created. Now we are in command mode. We cannot write the data from command mode. Go to insert mode by pressing I. I to enter into insert mode. I. Something data is added. To save and come out from here, first come out from insert mode. Escape. Shift colon to enter into extended mode. WQ to save and exit. Now, if you open the file vim space M3, bottom it is not showing as this is new file because it is already created. And again something you want to write, press I. You are in insert mode. So you can write whatever you want, you can write it. Escape. Shift colon W. Shift colon W. So using VI and VIM, we can create a file, we can check content of a file, we can add new lines to old files, and we can modify the content of a file. We can edit the content of a file. So I showed these options. And one more thing, the file which is created using VI or VIM, you can check the content using cat command also. Cat space M3. Now, the file which is created using cat command, that file you can open using VI or VIM. Now if you want to edit something, you can edit. Escape, shift colon WQ. Now if you want to see cat space my file. Same way, you can also add the content into F2 file, the file which is created using touch command. VIM F2. Go to insert mode. Data is added. Escape, shift colon, double click. So the file which is created using VI or VIM, the files we can check the content using cat command also. And the files which are created using cat or touch, if you want to edit the content, you can use V editor. Okay, so not only creating, opening, I mean to create a file, to check content of a file, to add new lines to old file, to modify the content of a file. I showed in a simple method, but we have options to use. How to use the options in VI or VIM, how to use the options, and what are the features are there in VI and VIM, that we'll see in our tomorrow's session. So this is for today's session. Thank you for the session. We'll meet tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll explain VI editor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, hello.
Yeah. Yes, yes, I'm here.
Ma'am, can you share the basic commands notepad once again, please?
Yeah, I'll share now.
Okay, ma'am.
Yesterday only I shared, no?
Ma'am, yesterday I have rejoined due to my network mobile issue.
Okay, okay. Then I sent.